The peripheral vasculature, a bustling and wondrous array of cellular activity and chemical reactions. The walls of the vessels themselves contain three distinct layers. The tunica adventia, the outermost layer, contains connective tissue that provides crucial structural support. The tunica media, the middle layer, contains smooth muscle and elastic tissue, making it invaluable in vasoconstriction. And finally, the tunica intima, the innermost layer, a collagen-stuffed basement membrane, separated from the lumen by a layer of endothelial cells. It is here in the lumen where we find a most fascinating environment. Our blood is home to a great number of cells and chemicals. Today, however, we shall focus on the modest platelet. At a cursory glance, she appears to be a simple bag of granules. However, when she springs into action, it is truly a wonder to behold. Oh dear, it appears the vasculature has been compromised. The smooth muscle in the tunica media is going to contract, and the injured cells of the epithelium release platelet activating factor and von Willebrand's factor. This is when the platelets spring into action. Once bound to the activating factor, platelets undergo a shape change and release reaction in which their granules are thrust into the vasculature. Contained within these granules are key components of primary hemostasis. Von Willebrand's factor is going to aid in platelet adhesion to collagen in the endothelium. ADP and thromboxane A2 are going to recruit more platelets to the area and expose the GP2B3A complex on the platelet's surface. Serotonin does his part by allowing constant and localized vasoconstriction. Calcium is going to aid in further platelet activation as well as secondary hemostasis, a process that eludes and terrifies us to this very day. And finally, fibrinogen is going to play a key role in aggregation of platelets around the breach in the endothelium. Normally, platelet adhesion is inhibited by endothelial production of prostacyclin. Fortunate for us, however, he is nowhere to be found. Glycoprotein 1b on the platelet's surface binds to von Willebrand's factor that is floating in the plasma. This complex in turn binds collagen in the tunica intima layer of the vasculature. This adhesion has occurred beautifully, without a hitch. Once they're adhered to the collagen in the walls of the endothelium, the platelets will start to aggregate. Their exposed glycoprotein 2b3A complex will bind fibrinogen and create a network of bound platelets. Once the platelets have stopped recruiting, it's time for one final stunning display of teamwork. the clot retracts as actin and myosin within the platelets contract and cause the platelet clump to tighten up and close the hole in the endothelium for good.